When I was in combat on the 6th day of my tour, 7 of my soldiers were killed in a helicopter crash. It was devastating to our unit, and it really put a fear in me of flying and what could happen the next time that I went up in the air. Now, I was in a combat aviation brigade where we flew medevacs, gunships, and taxi cab rides in between bases, and so we were on birds on a weekly basis. So the reality is I had to fly to do my job, so I was in a position where I had to face that fear. Now, fear is a natural human response. It creates a stress reaction in our nervous system to either fight or to run away. Now, we need this response in combat so we can put rounds down range, we can get away from threats, we can attack threats. Like it's a part of our chemistry. And anyone who's ever been in combat will tell you they were never without fear, they just had to face it and fight through it. Now, fearlessness means not that you don't have fear, but that fear has lost its power over you. The power to cripple you, the power to tear you down. It's a power that is lost on you. Now, that is what is available to anyone who develops a relationship with God. Because the truth is, if you trust God and you follow Him, you have nothing to fear because you have the most powerful being in all of the universe inside of you and with you wherever you go. Now, being real, man, I feel fear all the time. Going into hard conversations at work, before I get up to speak, before I confess something to my wife that I've been struggling with. But that feeling and emotion, that's all it is. It's lost its power over me because that's all it is. It's just an emotion. And that's how we can live a fearless life to develop a spiritual resilience. Now, you can experience fear losing its power over you by practically first recognizing that fear is a natural emotion, and it is a choice as to whether or not you will let it have power over you. Now, knowledge is power, so you have to use this knowledge to get into the power over fear. And with Spider-Man, we know that with great power comes great responsibility. So if you want to have that power and the responsibility to overcome the challenge that's in front of you to be afraid, you have to take the knowledge that fear is just a natural human emotion and that you have a choice as to whether or not you're going to agree with it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.